Hey guys, Tyger here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a full motion track from scratch. Right, and the programs you will need is either Sony Vegas or After Effects and Buju and Cinema 4D. I'm not going to be using After Effects to do the motion tracking, and I'll do that in some other tutorial. Okay, and as you can see, there is the editing pack I am going to supply you guys soon with. I'm just going to go over quickly what to do with the motion track. What to do with the motion tracking here. I've given you some colours as well, which is very nice of me. And instead, in the motion tracks, motion track, which is the motion track at the beginning of Paralyse V4, which I'm so thankful for. Thanks everybody that watched it and commented, loved the comments, and loved the thumbs up on the motion track tutorial. Right, and as you can see, we have this video file, and for this motion track, if you read it, render the video as a JPEG sequence, like I showed you, like I showed you in the motion track tut. This is going to be uploaded after this. Obviously it's going to be uploaded after this tutorial, and you just do the rest. So I'm going to show you that really quickly, and in Cinema 4D. So we need to render out this clip. Make sure you go to properties, disable sample, maintain aspect ratio, okay. Best full, highlight the whole thing. Go to 1 second. Jesus Christ, what is it with people fucking giving me parcels? So I had to run downstairs because I've been up since 8 o'clock waiting for a fucking parcel. And if I miss and I'm not walking to the fucking post office, fuck that. You know how far that is? It's like fucking 2-hour walk. Fuck that. Even though I walk that to college every Monday and Tuesday, but I mean that's college, I'm not walking 2 hours for a fucking parcel. Right, anyway. We need to render it as a JPEG sequence, so we need to highlight the whole thing. No gaps, nothing. File, render as, go to your desktop, and in the desktop, make a folder, new folder, just blur, whatever you want to call it. In that folder, go to image sequence, save it as JPEG, and save. Right, I'm going to pause this and then I'll come back once it's done. Alright, back in a minute guys, peace. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, it took me a little longer than usual because I was trying to beat the timer making a fag. But anyway, right, give it to that. Now what we need to do, since we saved that in there, you could have just put the pictures in there. So we'll do that, yeah. Highlight them, Control X, put the pictures in here, just being tidy and shit. Okay, now it's an empty file and I can use that for something else. Now we're going to open the Tyger Presents Cinema 4D file, and you'll have that. Now what we need to do is we need to go down to this mat, double click on it. On the colour it'll be black, there's nothing there as you can see. You just go along to the 3 dots, click on it. It'll come up with this folder, or should come up with this folder. If it doesn't, just go to Tyger's first editing pack, click on Cinema 4D, stairs, put pictures in here, double click on the first picture, click no, double click there, click on animation, calculate, okay, and there is your motion track. This bit here, as you can see, I masked that out in After Effects. I may do that as another tutorial. I'm not going to do it in this because it took me about 2 hours to do. Has to be full on perfect. There is a way to do it in After Effects. No, there is a way to do it in Cinema 4D, but I don't know how. I may need to look up on that. But yeah, that's your motion track. And that's the template that I've given you in the editor pack, that you will get in the editor pack. Right, now, as you can see, if you can see there, the text is not shiny, there's no shine on it. So, say for instance, you want shiny texture. Double click on the material over here near the Mo text. Double click on it until you get this box. Go to yeah, just double click on it and then scroll down here and you'll see that it will go on to the colors. So it's obviously that color because you know it's selected it. So if you select that, see it goes to that one. So that indicates, yeah, it's that color. So we found it in this box, which is what we need. Double click on it, go to environment, it's nothing there, it's all black. Click on the 3 boxes, find your folder, double click on the first picture, go no, click on that picture, calculate, okay. Now we need to do the same with this, so we need to find that one again, we need to double click, go down till you find it, there it is, do the same again. Double click on the picture, animate, calculate. Okay, now there's your reflection. That's how you do it. That is the motion track that I have supplied for you. That's how you do it. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to do it in Cinema 4D, and the After Effects file is way too big. It's like 2.4 gig. It's way too big to be able to make it smaller. But yeah, that's how you do that. You can just render it from there if you wanted it to, and just render it to like there, like that, and that's how you do that. Now, hang on a second, just get rid of these photos. Now I'm going to show you how to make a motion track from scratch, along with a little effect that I might be able to squeeze in, depending on how quick I am. But I don't want to be too quick, otherwise you don't know what you're doing. Right, I'm going to use the same motion track, but this time I'm going to do it from there to there, for tutorial purposes. Do that. Highlight it, best for File, Render As. And go to the make a new folder. I already made a new folder, didn't I? Hang on, I'll just delete that. I'll do exactly the same things that you need to do. New folder, 3DMT, 3D motion track. Click on the folder, save it in there, save it as S1 or whatever. Go to image sequence, select it as a JPEG, and save. Now to do this quickly, once this is done, you don't really need Sony Vegas anymore, so you can just unclick that and minimize it. Now what you need to go into Buju. As you can see, this was the file, but you know, it screwed up before because I did do this before, but I completely failed at it. So I'm going to import sequence and go to 3DMT. Click on the first picture, go to change the frame rate to 59.94, apply, go back, 59.94, apply, close. But as you can see, it's already done the sequences and all that kind of stuff. So you know, you're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna have to make a new one. I'm just gonna make a new one quickly. Yep. I'll come back once it's done. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. takes the piss to load. Right, let's go to import sequence. Let's do it again. Find your folder, double click on your folder, click on the first picture, double click on the first picture, change the frame rate to 59.94 because that's what the frame rate was of the video before we turned it into pictures. Go to apply, it'll go to 25, change it back to 59.94, apply, close. Now we need to track features, so we're going to track features. If you go on advanced, you can select how many bits you want to track, more or less. I'm just going to keep it in the middle. Start. It shouldn't take that long. Depending on how long it is, depends on how, you know, sorry, I'm having a fag. Depends, depending on how long it is, depends on, you know, how long it's going to take to do the chat features. And once it's done, you'll see what it looks like. It's almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Right, and you can see these little crosses, track features. What we need to do now is camera solve it. So we click on our camera solve. Don't need to just do all frames or selected range. If you wanted to render from there to there or whatever, it's not entirely. Just do all frames. Start. It'll do it, and then you'll get these little dots. Now this is a bit where people get confused. So what you want to do is you want to go through the video and choose a point where you want to put your text, where your text is going to be, where it's going to sit. So I'm going to choose that point. Now go to make sure you click on the point and you'll see it, and it will have numbers and shit, you know if it's connected. Go to scene geometry, add coordinate from hint, make sure it's set to origin, connect to selected. Oh, let's bring this up a bit, update it 4 times, close. And if you add a test object, you can see that it sits there and it's pretty much perfectly tracked. So we're going to delete that. Now we're going to export the camera to Cinema 4D. Export camera, export type Cinema 4D. Choose where you want to save it. I'll just save it there. Save it to my desktop. Cinema 4D. Change the scale seen by. Change that to 100. Save. Minimize this. Go to your entire project. Loads. If that's set to like 1000 or 100, change it to 10 and change it to centimeters. Okay, now you'll get that. So now what we need to do is we need to go up here where there's a little light, where you got the light tab, 4 hours with a light behind it. Hold it, or you can just click. If you click on it, you just get a light. We don't want that. So we're going to hold it, and then that drop down menu will come. While holding the mouse button, go along to background, double click down here on the materials tab, you'll get a little map, and it'll be like that. Then double click on the map, click on color, go along to the 3 dots, go to desktop, go to where your pictures are saved, double click on the first one, press no, click on the picture, go along to animate, calculate, press X, and then drag it onto your background, and there you go. Make sure it's set to projection frontal and side both. Now we're going to make a new texture. I'm just going to make a new texture so it just looks kind of nice-ish, shit, like fucking hell. I'm just going to change that to red. I'll put the environment on. Put a little bit of environment on so it gives it kind of that nice little reflection, you know what I mean? I'm going to duplicate this quickly. Change this color to black. Change the reflection down a little bit. Change the environment down a little bit. Change the color down a little bit. No, up a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to go to a MoGraph, MoText, and I'm just going to type in tut. Let's change this to 50. Scale this up to 250. Now we're going to highlight the text, change the font, change to Batman Forever for jokes. Okay, let's go forward. As you can see, it's motion tracked perfectly. Let's also change let's just change the height so it's a bit bigger. You'll also notice it's depending on how it is, it's a bit tilted. So you just click on that one. It's got like 2 arrows, goes around in a circle, and just rotate it. I'm going to bring this forward a little bit, so go to the Z-axis. I think that's the Z-axis, I'm not too sure. I'm not very good with maths and shit like that. And you'll see it's motion tracked pretty good. So we'll bring this up a little bit more. Bring this forward a little bit more. Bring this over a little bit more. Now we're going to duplicate this. Control C, Control V. I'll just name this as back. I'm not going to put a K because then that stops my recording. I'll just name this as front. Okay, and on the back one, go to caps, fillet cap, and drag it back a little bit until you can see, that the text goes behind it. And now on the front, we're going to add the red, and on the back, we're going to add the black. And you'll have that, and it will look nice. I'm also going to show you an effect now, which is pretty easy to do. It looks pretty nice. As you can see, that's motion tracked really, really nicely. Could bring that forward just a tad, like that. Nicely motion tracked. I'll bring that over just a tad. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to highlight both of our text layers and click on this one over here with the earth and shit. It makes the text editable. Click on it and it will change. Click on the plus, keep clicking on it until you come down to these. Highlight them, like highlight all of them. So you hold shift. You can either hold shift and drag the bottom one, or you can just do it individually by holding control and clicking them and just drag them below the top null. And we can get rid of the front layer. Now go to the back and do the same again. Put these below, get rid of the back, and just add your colours back on. In fact, I'm going to be different. See, look, now you can add it to different things. Looks kind of cool, I think. Like so, like that, and then you got that. Looks quite nice. I like it. And now, what we need to do is go to MoGraph, click on Factor, highlight all our text, and make it part of the Factor. So, on the down arrow with a box, and it'll be part of the Factor. Now highlight the text and the Factor, go to MoGraph, Effector, Random. Now, go to Perimeter, click on Rotation, and just change this up a little bit, mess around with it. Let's do it up, move it forward a little bit, just mess around with it, so it looks kind of cool. Let's put a rotation on it. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to animate it so it comes from that, hang on, let's move this around a bit more. It looks a bit boring and plain. So now we're going to change that and turn it into the text. So what we do is we click on this middle keyframe here, click on it, and the outline screen will go red, and then click on that one there, little key icon, go along as far as you want. I'm going to go to about 80 frames, and then change all of this to 0, and you'll see it all change. And then unclick that. Oh, is there 2 keyframes there? There's 2. Why is there 2? Oh no, that's 1. That's 1 keyframe. Okay, cool beans. And it'll be like that, and then it slowly comes in to give you the text. They can't say that's, you can't say that's not cool. I mean, look, if I go back here, look at it. Just look at the reflection and the text. It's lovely. I mean, you can add shadows and stuff to it if you want, but you know, it's entirely up to you. But anyway, there's 3 tutorials there. How to use the template in the editing pack that will be out soon. So a little bit of heads up for that, just in case you get stuck. How to do the random effector in Cinema 4D, and how to make your own motion tracks. 3 tutorials in 1. That's pretty good. Aren't I a nice guy? But anyway, if this if you want to see more tutorials, then please comment below on what I should do. It could be anything. It could be anything in After Effects, Cinema 4D, Buju, and Sony Vegas. In Sony Vegas, I can teach you so many things in Sony Vegas. It's unbelievable. I know things that fucking Dare, Meek, Baker, Zebo, and everybody else doesn't even know. I know how to do effects in Sony Vegas that you can only do in After Effects, apparently. But I know how to do them. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment. Also comment what I should do next for my next tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoy the editing pack that comes out soon. I'll see you guys later. Peace.